If you're going to have a successful marriage, if your love affair is going to be new and renewed and enjoyable, you must carry along humility. She went down onto the floor. In your home, how humble are you? In your relationship with your husband, how humble are you? The first 25 years of our marriage, because we are Africans and we come from a part of Africa that believes that the greatest way you can show respect is by kneeling down. Every morning I knelt down to greet my husband. Even when I was not home, I would kneel down on the phone. What was I trying to say? Because I know I'm a strong woman and God has blessed me. I was trying to let the devil know that it doesn't matter the lifting of God in my life. This man must be honored. I was dealing with my heart. I decided to show him the highest level of honor in my culture. I just made up my mind. I will wake up in the morning and I will go to his bed, his side of the bed, and I will sing love songs to him. And I will call him all kinds of names. The only sugar in my tea. The only rose in my garden. My king, your excellency, good morning. Psychologists have discovered that the greatest need of a man is not sex. He can have sex with any prostitute if he's not born again. It is not food. He can get it in any restaurant if he has his money. It is respect, particularly public respect. How humble are you in your relationship? Sometimes you wonder, why is my husband treating me this way? Why is it that relationships don't last in my life? How humble are you? Some women are too proud. Too proud because of your background, because of your pedigree, because you think you are better off, because you think you know better, you can speak better grammar, so you talk down on your husband, you run him down, you disrespect him in the presence of people, in the presence of the children, anyhow, anywhere. You get home after church and you say to your husband, when Pastor Rav told husbands to come out, you came out. Are you a man? And you make the man feel less. Some women are wonderful in church. They are angels in church. I had to go get a white dress today so I won't be sent back. You say, where's your wedding uniform? Some women are angels. They are white. In church. Pastor, we thank God for you. We bless God for you. Praise the Lord. They sing in the choir. You don't want them to stop. But at home, they are devils. They are devils. Give their husbands an anonymous form to fill. You'll be shocked at what the man writes. Some husbands are born again. They are praying in tongues. Oh God. What's the meaning of that tongue? Take my wife home. She's disturbing. Since I cannot divorce her, oh God, bail me out of this. She went down. Sometimes in your marriage, you don't have, what is meekness? Listen, what is the definition of meekness? Meekness is strength put under control. I'm strong. I can deal with you, but that's meekness. That's humility. I know what to do. I know how to fight for my right. But I'm a Christian. Just because the Lord rules in my heart. I may cry, but I'll go down. Sometimes you need to hide your strength. Robert was speaking about us. Every woman, I've written 73 books. Not 50. I've published 73 books. One of my books is titled Woman, Wife, and Mother. Inside every woman, there are a minimum of 7 powers is in that book. 7, biblically. You can use it anyhow. You can use it negatively. You can use it positively. What the whole, one of these powers is the power of emotion. What the whole army of the Philistines could not get, Delilah got it. Now, many times when people speak about Delilah, they just condemn her. I don't. I learned from her. For the greatest, the most anointed man of God at that time, to pillow his head on a woman's lap, so we need to learn from that woman. We need to learn from her. So you see, you've got to understand that once in a while, you need to just come down. She went down to the floor. After that situation is over, you look at yourself and say, I'm truly born again. God, thank you. You really helped me. It is not every fight you should fight. It is not everything you should react to. It's a sign of immaturity. Overlook. Marriage is a relationship between two forgivers. Overlook and forgive and stop reminding. Your husband says, what's happening? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Say, don't you know today's date? Say, what's today's date? He said, today is 25th of July. It is the 3rd anniversary of your adultery. You're reminding him. She went to the floor. Humility. Even if you don't kneel down to greet your husband every morning, give him the highest level of honor in your culture. There's no honor I will give to anybody on earth if I have not given it to my husband. Anybody. Spiritual leaders, secular leaders, it doesn't matter until I have given it to my husband. The way you treat your husband is the way people will help you treat him. Even if you call yourselves by your first name, when you get outside, hide it. Get a pet name for him. Baby, Arrow, sweetheart. And say, hey, come here. James. The way you treat him is the way people will treat him. It doesn't matter your culture. There's no man you treat like a king that will not treat you like a queen. No one. Inside every husband, there are 3 things. A little boy that wants to come out and play. If you address him, he will let you know. Number 2 is a king that wants to reign. Number 3 is a little fool. It depends on the one you address. A man may be as short as a bottle. Don't dare him. It is love that is making the man look, quote and unquote, stupid. If the man should beat you, you will know that his shortness is an advantage. I say, oh, my husband slapped me. I said, what did you say before he slapped you? When he's not a madman. There's a way you provoke something. It is the one you address that comes out. Your husband steps there, your royal majesty. Welcome home. Why will the man not treat you like a queen? You don't beg and fight. Start treating me the way Robert was treating his wife. You must treat me. You are a devil. It won't work. It won't work. You earn it. You earn it. Don't dishonor your husband in the presence of a third party or in the presence of your children. In the private and in the public, learn to honor him. There is a level of blessing that comes into your life as a married woman if you know how to honor your husband. God has taken me around the world. I've been to places and I'm all tears. 2 weeks ago, I was flying from Nigeria to the US via Dubai. I was the only passenger in the first class. I laid prostrate. And then I said, Father, hundreds of people are here. But I used to hawk to pay school fees. That's to let you know how poor my background is. Poor people will look at me and shake their head and say, you are really poor. I pity you. And for Jehovah to have turned my life around that way, he deserves my praise. enjoyed blessings in my life. And sometimes my husband says to me, the reason why God is blessing you is because of me. I treat him special. And I want to leave that with you. Don't have Canadian marriage. Don't have African marriage. Don't have American marriage. Have Bible marriage. Bible marriage. If you know how to honor your husband, there is a level of blessing that comes into your life. Humility. She went down. Sometimes we need to come down in spite of our certificates and our pedigrees, in our background and everything, just to make peace in the marriage. A good husband is very scarce. If you have one, please keep him. He may not be perfect. He has his challenges. He has his fears. But don't use the weaknesses against him.